But 51 of 24, if you talk that language, it's very different.
Remember, Rajshahi Royals required 57 in the last 24 deliveries yesterday. Beg your pardon, a day before yesterday. And it was Dre Russ, the skipper, who did the damage and ensured that they were in the finals. Can the skipper of Khulna Tigers do the same tonight?
Now this is going to be two critical overs for Mohammad Irfan, because he's been the go-to bowler of the Royals. He's gone for 8 runs now of 2.1 deliveries. And when you're chasing 50 of 23 balls, you cannot be paying too much of respect to a bowler. You need to be going after everyone. Just like the way the Royals went after even Mohammad Amir.
Yeah, but would you take a chance of Mohammad Irfan? It's the big question. Because even if you want to take a chance and if you do get out, then you're in deep trouble. And then, as you rightly said, you really cannot take it easy because you've got to look to score runs. What is his option? Mid-off is inside the circle, so is the cover fielder. Go over the top on the offside.
Well, so far they've been happy with 2 singles. That's because of the length Mohammad Irfan's bowling. With mid-off inside the circle, he's not going to pitch it up for sure. He's just going to try and drag it down a little bit, and the bounce he gets just makes it a little bit difficult for the batsman to play in that direction. So the cut becomes an option, and even the pull or the hook becomes options if he just drags it down.
In the last 5 overs, the economy for the big man, Mohammad Irfan, is less than 7 runs in an over. That is serious stats. Hats off to our statsman, Rajneesh Gupta, who's been fantastic with the numbers. Straight to the fielder.
I think that's a missed opportunity. That's a missed opportunity for Freiling, because mid-off inside the circle, that's a rare delivery that's pitched in that slot or full. He should have looked to go over the top.
Correct. He had an opportunity to go over the top because it's a little bit fuller. And what Robbie Freiling did was hit it straight to the fielder. Have a look at this. I reckon this was in the slot. And he was deep in his crease. Waiting. But then it's just driven down the ground straight to the fielder.
Brilliant over. This is absolutely brilliant. He's bowled 4 deliveries for 3 runs, and the required rate is now hovering around 14.5 runs and over. If you look at runs versus balls, 48 of 20.
It's the pressure now. What is it going to do? Is it going to tell on the bowler or the batsman? Seamers in the death overs, Bangabandhu BPL 2019. That's what they have done. Having a look at the batsman's strike rate, it's very good. Obviously, if it's full, they've taken full advantage. In the slot, they've gone runs, but the Yorker obviously has been the pick of the ball in any format. And the length ball has been very impressive. If you can bowl the length ball, but length ball can also go for big shots because they are batting so deep in the crease.
That's a very familiar face. Oh, top edge! Over the top! And that will run away to the boundary. That's a welcome boundary. They have increased the tally in the over to 7. Not where he wanted it to go, but doesn't matter at this stage. Just take it.
Yeah, what matter is the end result. The end result is 4. Not where he intended to play, but he'll still take it. 7 already in this over now. Just spoils the economy. What is he going to do next? 1 ball left in this over. 44 in 19 now.
Last ball of the over. Goes over the top, down to third man. That's poor work in the dip. Gives him another boundary. It's a good finish to the over. They've got 11 of it. 131 for 5.
একটু দাঁড়া দোস্ত, ইন্টারনেট কিনবো। মাই এয়ারটেল অ্যাপে কিনে ফেল, সব সময় বেস্ট অফার পাবি। সব সময়
মাই এয়ারটেল অ্যাপে সব সময় বেস্ট অফার। 60% সেভ করতে ডাউনলোড করো এখনই এয়ারটেল।
played in a final, the best he's achieved as captain has been the third. Now that surprises me because he's got a very good brain, very intelligent cricket brain. Unless, of course, he has got the team he wanted to.
A lot will depend on the team that he played for. Result has not gone his way, but he has an opportunity. Then this one, the lucky one for Mushfiqur Rahim. I mean, what happened there? It's an awkward bounce for Abu Jaid, but it looked like he went for the catch initially. Then he realized, no, I'm not going to get close. So he had to make sure the ball didn't go over to the boundary. And it did.
They'll only get a single. I can tell you, we spoke about how impressive this coverage is, and I can tell you, gentlemen in the middle, very much the key, and of course, his two close disciples. They have worked really hard to make sure that this coverage becomes a success, and indeed, a big thank you to them.
Yeah, hats off to them. Absolutely brilliant. Hats off to everybody, whoever have been involved in this production. Now have a look at this side. Hats off a drone. Absolutely brilliant, and that's the spider cam vision for you.
Walked away behind square leg for a single.
The spider cam, second time in Bangladesh, and it has been very, very good coverage. Outstanding. And I can say one more time, I take my hat off for an outstanding work.
Yeah, it shouldn't look as if we are patting ourselves on the back, but I think what needs to be told has to be told. Well, 34 cameras, outstanding views, brilliantly directed. Poor delivery, get a single. So it's a beautiful mix that has gone into this production, Aka. As you correctly said, yes, we did see the three gentlemen who are the key and who are the brains and the driving force behind, but what about the rest? Everyone has worked so hard and just added their bit and made sure that the end result, the final picture becomes so nice.
Yeah, also credit goes to Bangladesh Cricket Board who have given the responsibility to the people who have done a wonderful, wonderful job. Well bowled, turning out to be a very good over from the skipper. He's putting in the pressure. Only 3 in this over. The equation now 37 and 14. They need boundaries here. Required run rate is climbing up to nearly 16 now. This can turn out to be a cliffhanger. Bowling! Has he done it for his team, Rajshahi Royals? The skipper sends back the skipper with a great delivery.
He is leading from the front. We have spoken about how much he has contributed, Russell. Don't forget that the Royals are here because they were indebted to his innings he played against the Chattogram challengers. And take a look at this. Full and straight. Mushfiqur Rahim just trying to manufacture a shot, but look at the reaction. Look at the celebration. Well, they know that that's the biggest fish as far as the Tigers go. He walks back with his head bowed. Mushfiqur goes for 21. It's 134 for 6. Oh, nasty. Nasty. It's wides. It's 4 wides. It bounced a lot. It was a nasty first delivery to Shoaidul, who did very well to move inside the line. 32 of 13. Now, interestingly, of course, we had a batsman called Andre Russell then, and Chattogram were playing the Royals. Another look. Wide and down the leg side. Just bounced over the keeper's head. At that time, Russell, when he was batting, he needed 31 of 2 overs and he turned it around. But then That was Russell. I don't know whether the Tigers have anyone like him. That's gone fine. Well done by the keeper. Oh, trouble here. Trouble here. In fact, they're all right. They're okay. Just managed to get a single. Leg buys. 9 runs of the over. We're down to the last 2. It's 140 for 6.
ক্যাচের জন্য হাতটা তুলে ফিল্ডার আছে মুখ খুলে এবং হোয়াট এ ক্যাচ!
টেনিস বল শেপে লেমন লাইম আর টুটি ফুটির ইয়াম্মি ফ্লেভারে i3 টেনিস বল গাম খাবে না খেলবে।
Well, we've spoke about the coverage. Look at the angles. Look at the angles. This is what drone gives you. Outstanding. The drone can get to such a height and provide pictures. And this is the spider. Some outstanding angles indeed. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness gracious me. He's having his tail up. Irfan getting that first ball, pace and bounce.
Absolutely, we saw great.